ready?
Sound speeding?
Sound speeds.
Okay. Camera speeding, camera A, camera B.
Speeding.
Half a step back. There you go. Just go so I can see Tom.
Okay, marker. Marker.
Marker.
Somebody have a radio on. Can you please turn that off?
That's the fisherman, man. He's not part of the group.
Yeah.
You can't tell him what to do. We're okay, Jude. We're fine.
Okay.
We're good?
All right, go ahead, marker.
Second sticks.
So here we are on Oahu, about to have a big fireworks show, and I appreciate Tom inviting me to Hawaii, but I've never been colder or wetter in my entire life than here on sunny Hawaii. We have a lovely young lady here. What's your name?
Chintaya Marie.
Wow. That's her name?
Yeah, so I go by Marie because it's easier. So.
And you're here to shoot fireworks with us?
Yes, and I am wondering what advice do you have for shooting fireworks?
Okay, I will give you an advice in exchange for you covering me for that.
Yes.
I'm wondering.
You're doing a pitiful job right now.
He made me step back. So.
Oh, sorry, my camera got you. So I'm happy to give advice, although I've only gotten lucky a few times.
Okay.
Most of it is just trying a bunch of different things and seeing if it works. I know that's awful advice, but actually it's really good advice.
That's what I do.
But more practically, I set up for bracketed exposures 3. Okay, there's no need to go 5 because then it's too long between experiments. I think it's only a few minutes here before they start, so this is really last minute advice. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're looking for you.
Yeah. And so what you should do is set it up so that you have -1, 0, and +1 for your auto bracketing. Okay. And then crank up your ISO. Maybe, well, it depends on what kind of camera and sensor you have, so this is all relative. But I would get your ISO high, maybe like 400, 800, 1600. And then get your f-stop as low as you can get it, like 2.8 if you have that kind of lens, or 4 or 5. Really, really low, because you want the shot to be as fast as possible, all right? You want the shutter to stay open, if possible. If you can get your 3 exposures to do 2 seconds, 4 seconds, and 8 seconds, chances are one of those will be interesting. It's impossible to predict what the fireworks will be like. Because sometimes they're quick, sometimes they're slow, sometimes there's a ton, sometimes there's just, you don't know. So basically you just keep firing 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8. And don't chimp and look and guess. Just keep firing and then look at the end of the night when you get back into Lightroom.
Right.
Or Aperture.
I set my whole camera up while he was talking. Yeah, I knew I'd forget it all. I was doing it while you said it.
Does that make sense?
It did make sense.
And so, also, you don't really know before you start shooting what is 2 seconds, what is 4 seconds, what is 8 seconds. So when you start taking your photos, I'm getting wet. When you start taking your photos, you have to guess, right? Your first time you guess.
Yes,
I think I'm getting wetter than if I was just been rained on the planeway.
Yes.
It's okay.
You should have held it a long time ago.
I feel like we're having a moment under this.
One of those moments.
So your first shot, it'll probably be a failure, right? It might be half a second, or it might be 15 seconds. You're gonna be like, oh crap. You know, you have to think fast. So if it's 15 seconds, that's way too long. Try doubling your ISO, and see if your next one is 2, 4, or 8 seconds. If your first one is way too fast, like only half a second, if you can hear it, click. That's way too fast. Then lower your ISO to 800 or 400. Just keep lowering it by half. Every time you cut your ISO in half, it doubles your shutter speed. If you're an aperture player.
With these 2, 4, and 8 second shots, you're assuming you're on a tripod, right? Because if you took a
you got to be on a tripod.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
She doesn't have a tripod. What does she do?
No.
Well, this is not very,
I did shoot for my umbrella.
this is not very pertinent advice.
No.
Well, it is almost impossible to take a good photo of fireworks without a tripod.
I understand that.
But
So I'm going to get very low on the
you,
floor.
well, or you can like lean on Tom. Or
Oh yeah, I'm
tripod.
holding the umbrella. So you
Yeah, are there any other girls that don't have tripods? Come on up. lean. You can all lean
cut
on
that
it.
part out. No, but really, actually, you can. If you make a friend, you can lean on their tripod. You just need something to keep it still, just for 4 seconds.
Okay.
You can't keep it still with your hands for 4 seconds unless you know, T1000. So just lean it up, put it on the ground.
Yeah.
You could also squat down, like sit on the ground and put it on your knees.
Yeah, I was gonna do something.
Yeah, anything to keep it still for 2-4. Now, if you've got it sort of the poor man's tripod, like your knees or the ground or rail, and it's really not that steady, then make your exposures like half a second, 1 second, and 2 seconds, and crank up your ISO way high. You know, like 1600 or 3200 or 6400. If you have one of these high-end cameras, you know, get up to like 128,000.
Right.
What do you try to focus on? Do you try to
Just focus on infinity.
So pick something, not even the fireworks, pick something out of the shot and just put it in manual?
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's the other. Thank you. That's something I forgot to say. It's, you know, when you're in these panic situations and you're trying to get focus and you just can't.
Happens to me all the time.
I know. You can always hear the grunt. You can tell when something go. That means they can't get focus. Set it to infinity and leave it on manual. And then don't worry about the focus. Because everything, fireworks are always at infinity. Unless you have like a giant, like 600mm lens, right? Which we don't have. So,
Yes. Thank you.
any follow-up questions?
You do half a step back. There you go. That's it.
Have to step back again. See
Yeah.
what was going on.
Yeah. Do you have any follow-up questions?
No, I'm going to try most of your advice when I have a tripod on it.
Okay.
On
'Cause I
Friday
live here,
nights.
yeah.
Because there's fireworks every Friday night right over there.
Yeah.
So you can just try and try and try. And then you can end up in the Smithsonian like Trey.
Yeah.
His fireworks shot is in the Smithsonian.
That was a clerical error. And, well, good. Well, let me know if you have more questions.